Greetings, Elder Blacklight, 4 Steps Beyond, GODSKOOL 101, in preparations of the upcoming uh, martial law and how to stabilize yourself. You're going to have to be spiritually fortified. And the righteous are the only ones that will survive this. Now, what do I think what do I think about, or what is my definition of righteousness? Corruption free. That's my definition. You got to use logic or reasoning about your history and your roots in the wilderness of North America. So you lost your culture. When you lost your culture, you lost yourself, really. You don't know, you're so far removed from your culture now that it's just a lost memory. But it's inside your DNA, though. It's just got to be activated. And by Willie Lynch or someone like Willie Lynch dividing the man against the woman, the black man against the woman, black woman against the man, the elder against the young, the light skin against the dark, keeps us all the time beefing with one another on who's right and who's wrong. Because there are those of us who want to prove to the white man that we are just as good as him. We ain't got nothing to prove to him. You ain't got to prove nothing to no one but self. And brothers, if you want to prove to your woman that you all man, see, this alpha man and all that stuff, this comes out the mind of white people, because they always in competition. They always got to be competitive, We always had, the black people had live and let live. For a long time, that was our philosophy. Live and let live, because we knew that we had to share the universe. And so, we tried to always live in harmony with nature and with ourselves. So I wrote a song, I'm going to play it after these videos, about polygamy. In our natural habitat, we had polygamy. It was a natural way with us. And we just had different rules, a different playbook that we went by. So a black man, he didn't have to really prove himself to the black woman. But now that he got competition, he tries to prove himself with the black woman, that he's just as good as the white man. This is the reason why they get white woman. This is and knowing that the Caucasian is your enemy. You can't help but know it because you always see it every day. But by the black woman wanting to be so much like the white woman, she accepts uh, the black man imitating the white man up until the point where he get a white woman. Vice versa. So when when you study any kind of discipline, scholastic, like say for instance psychology, Dr. Sigmund Freud was a cokehead for 10 years. He got his wife strung out on coke and all his inner circle in his neighborhood strung out on coke. He was some type of funny sex fiend because he wanted to have sex with his mother, you know. So America was founded on sickness, schizophrenicness, psychopath. So unnaturalness. So we go to their schools, was raised by them. And this last generation, in the Generation X or New Millennium children, are the weakest, black people far removed from our ancestors. So they feel like it's time to strike now. We all confused amongst ourselves. And the black woman is not teaching her children about themselves. They teach them about America and the white man, but she don't teach them about themselves because she don't know. Their mother failed to teach them about themselves, about how a black man and a black woman should interact with each other. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad told a black man to treat this woman, like he would treat precious soil to grow his crops in, to grow strong crop or strong children, carry on his seed, his ancestry. But it's getting weaker and weaker. You can turn on YouTube and see that. When I see a brother Rizza X arguing with young Pharaoh about Scientology in the Nation of Islam, arguing about Malcolm X about the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, that would have never happened, man, back in the day. Of course, we didn't have all this modern technology, but when Elijah would have been living, he probably would have disciplined Brother Rizzi and Brother I don't know about that brother, but anyway, that wasn't cool, you know. And so they want to try to make a move on us. So we got to go one step further. We got to spiritually tighten ourselves up. Righteousness. What is my definition for righteousness? Uncorrupt. Uncorrupt is my definition for righteousness. Uncorruptible. Untouchable by Satan. We got to get back into that frame of mind. Polygamy is like this. In our culture, you know, it wasn't no thing. But over here in America, it ain't cool until you clean yourself up, which is going to it might take generations, or it might be in a twinkling of an eye. It depends on how the majority of our people can think and come together in unity. We got a lot of mountains we got to climb before we come together in unity. But we can't let the Caucasian battle be our battle. It's not the same. While they fighting with each other, the Caucasian fighting amongst themselves, it's time for us to get our thing together. We ain't got to prove nothing to them, y'all. You know, you ain't got to show the white man that he's a white supremacist. He knows it. You ain't got to give me evidence. Give him evidence that he's a white supremacist. He know it. He just clever with it, man. And and y'all know it, but y'all refuse to accept it. So it's going to go down to you have to go through some hell before you realize that he is the devil. So a lot of brothers want to say, well, no, we got black devils, and we got, yeah, I know black devils is the worst kind of devils. But they left themselves open. They wanted to be devils. They didn't try to fight it. They didn't try to fight the feeling. But in our culture, we have less devils than more devils. We didn't have whole houses. We didn't have dope dens. We didn't have locks on our doors, and we didn't have to pay money for health, for medicine. This is Black Light. We're going to shut this one down and come back with one more.